الظامي هداني إلهي بعيد الظامي هداني إلهي بعيد العمى لدين عظيم هو السامي لدين عظيم هو السامي فخور بإسلامي فمنه ارتويت.
So, my name is Yahya Derow from the Muslim Students Association at the Technical University of Kenya, Vice Chairman, and I'll be taking you through the first presentation of Islam in the wake of AI. A simple statement yet so complicated that forces the Muslim Ummah to think about maintaining on ways to maintain the purity of Islam. One example of AI is ChatGPT, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. So in direction of maintaining the sanctity and purity of Islam, we take a way at looking ways of safeguarding the purity of Islam. But before that, let's look at the challenges that threaten and affect Islam and Muslim globally through AI. How AI, artificial intelligence, affects the Muslim Ummah globally. The first one, misinterpretation of Islam. AI system learns from data found online through blogs, new articles, and social media. Systems include Islamic bias or cultural misunderstanding. Then the AI will learn and repeat these errors, leading to misinterpreting of Islamic practices and terminologies. For example, many AI previously defined jihad as a violence structure of solving problems. But from the Islamic perspective, we see that jihad, the violence or physical alteration and physical struggle to solve problems, is the lesser form of jihad. But the Jihadul Akbar, the greater jihad, is the jihad with oneself, the jihad with the striving to achieve goodness. Another example is some AI image tools depict Muslim women in stereotypical and oppressed ways when asked to generate image of Muslim women. The second one, lack of ethical guidelines. Just like ChatGPT, most AI systems follow secular ethical framework designed with no Islamic perspective. These guidelines may emphasize on privacy or fairness, but they don't account for Islamic values like modesty, nia, or preserving faith. Without these guidelines based on Islamic Sharia, AI might unintentionally promote haram content or decisions. For example, through social media moderation, AI might fail to block explicit content that's Islamically inappropriate. It may even downrank and censor Islamic content under the guise of extremism, even when it's peaceful and authentic. How many times have you come across reels for example, the youth are most familiar with Instagram, the reels in Instagram or YouTube shorts. They are censored, but when you take a deeper look, you'll see that these are basic Islamic contents. The third challenge, underrepresentation of Muslims in tech and AI industry. Very few Muslims are working inside big AI companies like OpenAI or Meta AI. This means that our perspectives are often missing when it comes to training models, setting policies, or reviewing content. This may cause data bias. If 90% of the article an AI is trained on are from Western news outlets, it may learn that Islam is violent or backward just because that was the data says, and there are no Muslim perspective when reviewing content. I saw an example that says, AI is just like a kid. It watches, learns, and remembers what you've taught it. So the data that is fed into it is the data that you'll maintain and act on it. So this leads to an intentional bias and downranking of Islam. Surveillance and discrimination, that's another challenge of AI. AI can be used for mass surveillance, often unfairly targeting Muslims. This includes facial recognition and location tracking. When governments use AI without checks, it may lead to discrimination, racial profiling, or suppression of religious practices. Examples: at the border control system at airports, airports may flag travelers based on Arabic names, Islamic dress, or mosque attendance pattern. AI facial recognition is used to track Uyghur. We are familiar with Uyghur Muslims in China, right? Yeah. Uyghur Muslims entering mosque, tracking their phones and restricting their movements, thus violating their religious practices. These challenges are real, but there are also opportunities for ways of how to create a proactive approach in AI and ensuring that Islam is represented truthfully, respectfully, powerfully in the digital world. So, allow me to take a sip of water. So the following is a proactive approach outlining on how Muslims at all levels, from individuals to institutions, can embrace a proactive approach in AI development and usage to safeguard the purity and sanctity of Islam. The first one, build Islamic literacy in AI spaces. Through training students and scholars in both Islamic knowledge and AI concepts, Islamic universities like Azhar should offer dual major combining Islamic studies and data science, since AI is already involved in how people learn about Islam. Through chatbots and online search engines, without qualified guidance from scholars, others will define how our religion is presented and might not include proper Islamic context, leading to wrong and dangerous information. Right now, if you ask ChatGPT about Islam, it will give you an answer from what it has gathered online, but there are no checks or Muslim representations that check the information being distributed online and ChatGPT. The second one is institutionalizing ethical AI guidelines based in the Islamic Sharia. Most AI ethics today are based on secular values, mostly emphasizing on what's legal and efficient, but Islam has its own ethical system such as Maqasid al-Sharia, which seeks to preserve religion, life, intellect, and property. These principles offer a unique and much needed voice in global tech ethics. Muslim countries that are forefront of AI development, such as the United Arab Emirates, should partner with global organizations such as UNESCO to include Islamic input in global AI policies and encourage scholars to give fatwas on what's allowed or restricted in AI use. The third one, develop authentic Islamic AI tools. AI systems don't learn from authentic Islam sources. Currently, many apps or such tools present biased or incomplete versions of Islam because they rely on freely but often unreliable data. Therefore, the global Islamic society should strive to build Islamic AI platforms that are supervised by scholars and also fund multilingual projects and that create Islamic data libraries with Quran, Hadith, fiqh books from all madhabs. The fourth one, engage policymakers policymakers to regulate AI responsibly. The Muslim Ummah should push for laws that protect religious freedom and privacy in AI systems, since AI is now used in surveillance, enforcement, education, and media policies. Created without Muslim voices, we could face unfair profiling, religious censorship, or bias in systems we rely on daily. For example, in 2002, France's AI surveillance tools were used to monitor Muslims at mosques and Islamic schools unfairly based on stereotypes and no real threats, lacking enough evidence. Promote informed da'wah and counter misinformation. Islamic institutions should build platforms that use AI to fact-check religious claims, especially viral ones. It should collaborate with media-friendly da'wah institutions to put out a content that is engaging and correct. A good example is how Yaqeen Institute. Yaqeen Institute is an independent American institute that was founded in 2016 by Omar Suleiman, a former popular scholar. Most of you know him. A good Yaqeen Institute uses AI to spot rising trends and release high-quality, well-researched Islamic responses. This helps counter Islamophobia and internal confusion among Muslims. AI is like fire. It can illuminate or it can burn the Muslim Ummah. The Muslim Ummah must not fear technology, but instead shape it using the guidance of Islam. We have the values, we have talent through our youthfulness. We now need to be present, proactive, and united in using AI to protect our faith, educate the world, and prepare for the future. To redefining and scaling da'wah approaches through AI. To redefine and scale da'wah in alignment with modern AI-driven trends in tools, behavior, and culture, we must adopt a multidimensional strategy through use of AI tools for scalable, personalized da'wah, aligned with digital culture and behavior, and also AI-driven globalization of da'wah. For example, on the first part, use of AI tools for scalable, personalized da'wah. We could leverage AI-driven platforms for content creation, delivery, and engagement to meet people where they are digitally. For example, chatbots for Islamic question and answers, developing AI assistants trained on verified Islamic sources to answer facts, provide reminders, and guide new members. Voice assistants and smart devices, integrating Islamic content into Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant. For example, one could add the way people say, play the word of the day. So it can be play the hadith of the day. Or remind me of a certain prayer. Remind me for the time of prayer. Also, on the second part, align with digital culture and behavior pattern. Adapt how modern users behave to improve da'wah. For example, micro da'wah. Use AI tools like ChatGPT or Canva AI to create bite-sized Islamic reels and short videos tailored to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Now, if you take a 30 minutes video into the YouTube Shorts, no one will watch it. So now you tailor a 30 seconds, 1 minute video teaching about Islam, a specific topic that will be more interactive. The second, we use AI tools to monitor trending issues and proactively insert Islamic perspectives. If mental health trends on Twitter, publish Islamic guidance on spiritual well-being, gratitude, and sabr, sentiments, and trend analysis. For example, if the trend in Kenya right now is about bad governance, so you can create through AI a video that shows patience and what Islam tells about bad governance and how the Muslim Ummah should react. The third one, AI-driven globalization of da'wah. Use AI to cross language, cultural, and access barriers. AI-powered translation, translate khutbahs, da'wah, videos, and Islamic books into Swahili, French, Urdu, and Islamic book, using AI tools like DeepL or Synthesia AI. Conversational AI is in minority languages. Launch multilingual Islamic apps that cater to underreached population. AI-powered Islamic learning app for Luo language for Luo-speaking Muslims to ensure that da'wah reaches even the people who might not understand the Arabic language. Ethical and authentic guidance. All AI-powered da'wah must be supervised by scholars and rooted in verified sources. Partner da'wah teams with Islamic scholars to validate content, audit AI generated materials regularly. For example, a Sharia review committee for AI-powered khutbah tools and da'wah bots. I'll invite Maimuna Shifa to carry on with the SWOT analysis.
فخور بإسلامي